All right, let's give Friday's daily puzzle on chess.com a shot. This is called Discovering the Winning Move Order. It's white to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. All right, discovering. So immediately, this is a check. It looks like it might win the bishop, but then this gets really scary. So that doesn't really work. I do have a lot of squares taken away, so I believe this check with the bishop would force the king here, but I don't know how to attack the king after that. I guess I do have this protected on my queen, so it does kind of feel like I could take this with my rook. Check here, takes. It doesn't feel like what it's going to be in the puzzle, but it does seem like that does win a bishop. And then I have two bishops for the rook and an extra pawn. I mean, it seems like a reasonable tactical sequence, but it doesn't seem hard enough for a Friday, honestly. And that's the logic I'm going to run with right now. It feels like my queen is active enough that I could probably be more useful. Yeah, maybe this actually. The check that would force the king towards my queen seems better. Force the king into the middle of the board. The king doesn't have to take that. Or sorry, the king doesn't have to move. The rook could block. I could drop back here. Is there something to that? So if I go here and the king goes here, I do have this check. Maybe my bishop. Oh, my bishop's going to be pinned, though. I don't know. It doesn't look very good to me. I like this. This wins material and seems pretty good. Check here, takes is a perfectly nice sequence, it would appear to me. I just really don't think that's going to be it. I've looked at all the checks on the back rank. They don't look great to me. This immediately doesn't look very good. Gives the king more options. Oh, maybe I take the bishop with the queen. Could that be the point? If I take the bishop with the queen, I'm threatening the queen. Seems kind of unnecessary, doesn't it? So I mean, like I could win the queen right back. I take the bishop, lose my queen, check. Is that like the most forcing thing to do? It might be. That might be reasonable. That's probably what we're doing here. So I probably take the bishop with the queen first, then give a check, and then take the queen. So that just wins a clean bishop. But it just feels like this wins a clean bishop too. It feels like there must be something wrong with this, but I don't see what it is, honestly. This just feels more forcing. Just like force the queens off the board if you want to take back. Overprotect my bishop here. I think that's probably the order. I don't understand why, if I'm being honest. Is this it? Okay. Okay, not immediately that. Okay, there's something I should have. I mean, I just found this line. I should have looked at this a little further. I guess I could just do this. I don't know why that's better. All right, I have to analyze this. I don't know. Okay, so what? So my initial thought was just this. Why is this bad? Black's winning. G7 is forced, so I can do all this. Rook takes D5, and there must be some follow-up. H8. Yeah, so my king is just really exposed. It did seem that way. It seemed like if I could trade the queens off, that would be better. So there's just counterplay, I guess. Okay, so back to the line in the puzzle. So why is this not good then? I guess is the question. Okay, so queen takes, and then I was thinking this. Queen C5 check. All right, so yeah, so black can block the check and win the bishop back. If I take the queen, I'm going to lose my bishop, so it just ends up being a trade. Okay, so if I go the other way, there's no blocking the check. And I just win the bishop and trade the queens, which disallows some counterplay, probably. Okay, I think I get that. All right, so let's run that back. Cool, so I think I had the overarching concept here, and initially to me, it looks like if I go here with my bishop, I'm checking the king is going to be forced here, and I can just win this bishop, which seems great. My queen's protecting the bishop. There's some pressure here, which is scary. My queen protects my bishop. But I just want a clean bishop. But there's counterplay for black. My king's in the middle of the board, so it's just better if I can figure out a way to trade some pieces off as well as winning the bishop. And the way to do that is to take the bishop with the queen, because if the queen chooses to take back, then I have a check with my bishop and can win the queen, right? So that's a discovered attack. Here is where I got the puzzle wrong. I thought I could just go here, and I didn't think much beyond that. But the point is that black can actually block the check with the queen. So then when I take the queen back, I lose my bishop, and we just traded queens and bishops. So if I check over here, the queen can't block, and I'm just going to win the queen outright, or not win the queen, but I'm going to trade the queens without losing any material and win a bishop, and that's what that's all about. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.